Hello friends, welcome back again to the new video of data preparation challenge series in Power BI. Now let me show you what our challenge is. So here we have a CSV file. Of course, you can download this file from the description below. So here we have the column 1 and the column 2. Then we have the product details, ID, name and kind. And this is the information for one product. Then we have the information for another product. Then we have information for other. This is the kind of information that we have here. So what I want to do is I want to pivot these two columns. That is, I want to make sure this product detail and ID and name and kind as column headers. Then I want these as values. So let me show you how we can do this in Power BI. So what I'll do, I'll go to this Power BI, and instead of importing data from Excel, because we have this file as a CSV file, so I'll go to this get data, and I'll see, you can see here we have the text and CSV file. I'll click on here and I'll select this file. I'll click on open. Now you can see this is the data preview that we got here. So this is column 1 and column 2, and we have the information the way that we wanted here. Yeah, I'll click on transform data. Now we have these two columns. Now first of all, you can see here we have this column 1 and column 2. We need these as a row headers. So what I'll do, I'll select these two and I'll go to this transform option, and I'll say use first rows as headers. So nice. Now what I'll do, so I want this column 1 as my these values as my column headers, then this column 2 as my values. So I'll select my first column and I'll go to this pivot column option. I'll click here. So it says values from the column 2, fine, and I'll click on OK. Now you can see instead of getting the values, what we got here, we've got the list of count. That is, we have the five product details here. We have the five product details, and we got here the count here. That's not we want, so I'll remove this step. Now what I'll do, I'll again go to this pivot column option again, and instead of directly clicking on this OK, I'll click on advanced option, and from here I'll select aggregate values of function. From here I'll select don't aggregate. I don't want to aggregate values. I'll click on OK. Now you can see we got some errors here. So let me show you why we got. First of all, I'll remove this step here. So why we got this error, because this Power BI needs another helper column, because we have only two columns here. We have one column as a headers, then the second column is a values. So we need another helper column to treat this column 1 as a column headers and this column 2 as a value. So what I'll do, I'll create a additional column, that is my helper column here. I'll click on index column. So you can create a custom column, custom options also, that's fine. Now you can see we got the index column here, and what I'll do, I'll select this first column, and again I'll go to this pivot option. So from home, from transform, sorry, pivot column, and I'll say I don't want to aggregate. I'll click on OK. Okay. Now you can see we got the informations, but we got the null values also. Why? Because so this is treated as one entry, and this is treated as another entry, and this is treated as another entry, because we have the different index numbers for each and every rows. You can see, so we have 0, 1, 2, and 3 and 4. What I want is I want these indexes for the first four information, that is for first four rows, that should be similar, because this is a one group. This is a information for one product. So what I'll do, I'll go again to this, and instead of this index column should be unique, it is a unique here. So what I'll do, I'll first of all remove this step here. Now what I'll do, I'll first of all I'll go to this transform option, sorry, from the advanced add column options, and from here you can see the options called conditional column. I'll click on here, and I'll say This is my helper column. Let's say this is my helper column, and I'll say if the column, that is column 1, this is equals to the value. So you can see here in this data, so the first entry, the each entries are starting from the product detail value. So you can see, so this is a one entry starting, and this is the information from the second entry, and this is the third entry, and this is the fourth entry, and this is the fifth entry. Now I'll go here, and I'll say if this column 1, if this is equals to the product details, I'll simply copy this one. If this is equals to this, from here the each and every product informations are starting. So I'll say if that is equals to this, then I want what? Then I want this column, that is my index column, should be equal. What I'll do, for else I'll say null, or else I want null. I'll click on OK. I can see, so here we got the information here, the product detail. This is equals to the sorry, this column 1, that is equals to product details. So that's why we got the 0 here. And this is the column 1, that is equals to product details. That's why we got the 4 here, because 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's why we got. So what I'll do, I'll select this, and I'll go to this option called home. Sorry, I'll go to this transform option, and we have the option called fill. I'll say fill down. Now we don't need this index column. I'll remove this. Now we can pivot this column. So I'll say pivot column. I'll say I don't want to aggregate, and I'll click on OK. Now you can see the data got pivoted in the correct format that we wanted here. We got the each and every product details in the separate column, and the ID for the separate, and the name also, and the kind also. I'll remove this column. I don't want this also. Now what I'll do, I'll close and apply. Now let's visualize our data. So I'll select my table, and I'll say the name. Sorry, I'll say product details, then the name, first ID. So I'll say first ID, then the name, product details, name and product details, and then the kind. I can see. Let me just format this so you can see better. 20 values, and column headers is 22, and this is bold. Now you can see this is the format that we wanted. So we successfully formatted this, and pivoted this information, this column 1 and column 2, in this format that we wanted here. So that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed in this video. Stay tuned for the next video. Thanks for watching.